Hi. So I haven't done one of these in a while, and we had a nice little training session just at home yesterday. It was about half an hour, maybe more, where I figured some stuff out, which seems really obvious now, but it wasn't at the time. So let's watch me figure that out in kind of real time. And Zen was really cute. If you hear some noise in the background, that's just Zen and Sky playing bitey face in the kitchen. Pretty standard. I just wanted to mention that the reason why I have an Instagram page for Zen and this YouTube channel is to document what I'm doing with her, because there were 7 years between Sky and Zen, and even if I'd remembered everything that I did with Sky when she was Zen's age, with every new dog, no matter how experienced you are, with every new dog you learn something new. And that's the way it should be. We don't want to stagnate. So I don't want to have to relearn this stuff with the next puppy. I want to remember it. We started this session with some position changes using targets and platforms as props to help. She's got I call it the paw plank. I've decided on locked front paws for these position changes, which will eventually be at a distance. A, because it's easier for me to see to reinforce my criteria when I'm in front of her that her front paws are locked, and B, because it's really nice for fitness and strength as well. Some people teach locked back paws. It's just personal preference, really. So here I'm just marking and rewarding for driving to that front paw plank. I loved her attitude and confidence there. Then I added her platform underneath the paw plank, just to keep her straight when she's doing her position changes. So I'm using luring here. I'm using food to maneuver her, to help her to understand where I want her to be, feeding when she changes position, maybe marking for when I see those paws on the front plank stay really still. Soon the food lure will disappear. It will turn into a hand signal and then a verbal signal, but right now it's very new, so still food in my hand. So I noticed some of her attitude and confidence disappeared. So I started with shaping, very important distinction. Now I'm asking her to drive to the paw plank on the platform. I'm clicking and throwing food away. This is what she offers. So we've been working on a settle the last few days. We are shaping now, not luring. So it's her responsibility, lovely, to change her position. If I try and help her there by pulling out the lure, all I'm going to get is that she will wait for me to help her every time. When we're shaping, if they get stuck, I will just literally wait for them to offer any behaviour and mark and reward that to get them moving again. When we're shaping, I try really hard not to pull out a lure. Then I realised we'd just done a lot of work with her staring at my hands and changing positions, so I thought we'd have some fun and capture some eye contact. So all I'm waiting for, it's maybe hard to see from this angle, is eye contact, and I have accidentally there several times marked and reinforced her whining and shuffling backwards. It's fine. It's kind of cute. It's not a problem. I'm also reinforcing eye contact, but then I thought we'd better change this up before this becomes a thing. Yeah, definitely a thing. So I started using food instead, which helped both her arousal levels, so she wasn't so excited, and just changed the picture enough that she stopped offering that behaviour. So I'm just waiting for eye contact. Don't mind about the position. Sometimes I'll just wait. Sometimes I'll cue her with her name and mark and reward eye contact. Here, I changed the camera angle so you can see. Please excuse the dirty mirror. It's there for us to practice heel work so I can see what she's doing, but my 6-year-old likes to play with it, so it's covered in smudges. When I was throwing the food away, she started offering eye contact to my reflection in the mirror, which is a bit more complicated than what I wanted actually, Zen, so I just waited that out. Oh, and then we just had some special collie time with the toy. So just enjoy that for a moment. I love this little lunatic. In a minute, we're about to start some heel work using the paw plank again on my left side. There's so many applications for that. So I'm going to ask her for a push, which is my verbal cue for a durational hand target. And I just position my hand on my left side where I want her. Then I mark with yes, which is my marker word for tug toy. And I've taught her separately to go behind me to grab the toy on my right hand side. The camera's flipped it round. That's not very helpful, but you get the idea. What I want you to listen to is that vocalizing. So it could just be excitement, but a lot of the time vocalizing like that, whining, is more about frustration and confusion. So what's the problem? She understands these behaviours. The problem is getting out of it and into it again. The problem is the repetitions, the loops aren't there. I was thinking to myself, I want her to be able to find heel position from any direction. So I don't want to set her up to always come in from behind me. But that's what we call lumping. And that's the opposite of what I should be doing, which is splitting. Finding heel position from coming in towards me from different angles, different numbers on the clock face, if you will, is a separate skill that needs to be taught separately and again, split into many different smaller parts. I'd actually practiced this exercise with my older dog, Sky, who's 8 years old, first to get my mechanics and handling and positions and stuff, my part of the dance right before bringing Zen in, and this issue wasn't flagged up because Sky already knows how to get herself into heel position from anywhere. So you'll see me in a moment figure out that what I need to do is focus on just that little part of the behaviour, just driving to the hand target and offering a durational hand target, and I need to put in a loop. So when I talk about a loop, what I mean is the behavior that I want happens. I set up the situation so that it's really likely that they will just go into it, and then I will mark, and then the reinforcement event, whether that's eating food or tugging, whatever it is, takes us back to the start position. So we can rinse and repeat as many times as needed without the confusion, the frustration, the fumbling about. It's really clear and clean. And especially when they're learning something new, if the reinforcement event can be as long as the behaviour, time-wise, then that's all the better. So here we go, I'll figure that out. First I asked for less duration. I thought, is it too hard? Is that why she's frustrated? No, I don't think that's it. Then I randomly put her back there and asked for a sit and a wait and
that's what we
light bulb.
do. Pop you on the platform, don't we? Off.
So here we go, I've put her on a platform, building value with that too, doesn't hurt. I should have marked and reinforced her a lot sooner because the pictures changed. I didn't. She offered something else. It was a beautiful settle, not what we want. So we're shaping, so I wait for her to offer another thing. She offers exactly what I want. Well done, beautiful girl. Tugging all the way back to the platform to start again. And you'll notice that vocalising has gone. Precision is not quite there, but precision can be fixed later. I love the attitude. And then I noticed that her out, so letting go of the toy, my cue is off, had got a bit slow and reluctant, and kind of instead of just letting go, she was biting it. So I fixed that by occasionally I ask her for off, and if she does it immediately, she gets the toy straight back for a more exciting game. That's how we fix that, to encourage her to let go quickly when I ask. And that's the end of the session. I'll just show you a quick sped up video of some of the settle mat work we've been doing over the last few days, so you can see where that offering a settle has come from.